H-A-T. It's in the name.
Welcome into the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast. Today we're coming to you from Challenge Youth Conference in Dallas, Texas, or Richardson, Texas. We can talk a little bit about the goings on here in Dallas, and maybe picked up a little something in Dallas.
Yeah.
Nothing contagious, but we'd love for you to have it. And we'll get to that conversation right after these important messages. This episode of the Helping Healing Humor with Ben and Travis podcast is presented by Faulkner University. Faulkner University is a private Christian liberal arts university based in Montgomery, Alabama, with a mission to provide an education anchored by not only intellect but also character and service. The Faulkner experience aims to educate the whole person. Every individual matters every day. We all want to become better versions of ourselves. No one wants to remain trapped where they are because of missed opportunities and unrealized dreams. At Faulkner University, we believe your dreams don't have an expiration date. We understand that you're looking for more than a degree. You want to find your niche and thrive in your career. Whether you're a high school senior just beginning your trek or an adult student looking for a better path, Faulkner is here to help guide your journey. Go to faulkner.edu to apply or get more info. That's faulkner.edu. I'm Travis Creasy with Riverside Christian Academy in Fayetteville, Tennessee, and Challenge Youth Conference. And that is all-pro counselor with 3-Chord Counseling in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, the pulpit preacher at the Highland Park Church of Christ. Currently sitting on my left, but usual right-hand man, Ben Hayes. How's it going, man? I imagine they can hear the tired inner voice.
They probably can, and probably hear the kids running up and down the hall at somewhere around 11:30 p.m. I'm sure they'll have a few more hours in them. All the kids are jacked because we've been doing CYC in Richardson, Texas, as you mentioned earlier. So it's been a great week.
At the Waterview Church of Christ.
That's right.
A little different venue, a little change, so that's been cool. We got down here, drove out 10 hours, 12 hours, maybe a little over, on the road at least, for those of us not in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. It's been a big weekend. You know, you go from Ben and Travis Fun Sing to the videos, which Bryce has done a tremendous job. We showed the new videos out here this year, so all of our Pigeon Forge people, you got that to look forward to. And as I mentioned, we have picked up the first shipment. We didn't even bring it over here for the camera, for those of you watching the video, of the adventures of Ben and Travis and the Worry Coaster. I think there's a copy over there. And that is the book that we announced at Dallas last year is come to a reality. Printed those out, brought them out, the pre-orders out here to Dallas for those who pre-ordered all the way back last year so they could get their copies. Ben's giving away the goods here. Here we go.
I like it. Making it.
I like it.
Look at that artwork.
It's beautiful.
Man.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Jacob Hennigan. Got to have that guy on. We'll have him on again soon. He's planning on being with us in Pigeon Forge. So we got the books, the pre-orders. We went to pick them up. We were a little nervous. We had not laid hands on any of them. And they turned out beautiful.
Yeah. They're
gorgeous.
Fantastic. I mean, the artwork that Jacob does is just, incredible. Over the top. Kids have been wild about them here. We were excited to see that. Had some kids right before we left tonight. Each one of them got one, so Dad had to buy 2 of them for his kids, and I think it was both his kids. I'm assuming it was, but they were super fired up about it, and they were like, "We're gonna buy everyone in the series," and so we're hoping that maybe there will be a series.
Something you can be in prayer about. Of course, we mentioned it last year at Dallas. It's come to fruition. We'll certainly be working on. I know many of you listening are like, "Where's my copy?" And we're working on, and those will be coming to you very soon. And as soon as we can get them to you, we will. And so very excited about that. We'll make sure we get them autographed, make sure you've pre-order folks get everything that you signed up for, because it is because of you and of course God, and of course Jacob's tremendous talent that this thing has come to reality, and we couldn't be more fired up. And we may not be as excited to get them in your hands, but we're right there with you because we want you to have it. And we're working.
I didn't sleep the night before. I mean, I don't know. It might have been a combination of we ate really late at Burger King, I think, and then that. But I was I kept dreaming about, hey, we're going to be picking these things up in the morning. It's going to be awesome, or what if this isn't right, so these little dreams kept popping in my head. So, and we were like, made a beeline for the UPS store, picked them up, and it was glorious.
Ripped them open
that
there,
box.
right in the parking lot.
Awesome.
We'll be, if that footage isn't on internet, it will be soon, and you'll be looking out for that. But man, it was super exciting. So happy to have that in hand. And then the festivities began on Friday night. And
no time to celebrate too much.
Yeah, so singing devotionals. We had the game show on Friday night, and 2 of the videos played. And man, my voice, once again, you probably can hear how kind of wrecked that was. And so that's a pretty big deal. And people are so kind.
Oh yeah, what I noticed is we're surrounded by extremely talented people who make us look way better than we actually are.
And that tells you just how talented they are.
That's right. So
they make us look good.
Jacob's artwork, Bryce's videography, his ability to capture things on camera has been helping so much through the years. And of course, we can't leave off the fact that we got to hang out with SWAT all weekend.
Oh yeah.
And those guys are talented, and they put up with us too. So we just
talking about making us look good, jumping in, saving us when we're drowning up there on stage, and making us look good. Had a few of those moments up there tonight, and they're such professionals that it's just so smooth that most people in the crowd have no clue that we just forgot a line, flubbed a line. Or whatever it may be. So tremendous. We came out this morning. It's Saturday of CYC in Dallas. This morning we kicked off the whole thing with some Ben and Travis videos and fun sing, just like at CYC Pigeon Forge. It was a blast. Reed Swindle spoke. The singing, man.
Singing
was so good.
And Travis got to speak. You taught one of the classes,
Taught a class. Down the depth chart, Larry goes. But I'm always good to get pulled off the bench when necessary. But had a blast doing it and taught the same lesson 3 times. But right? And no lesson I ever give is the same. It's always a little curveball.
I don't think any of us have the same lesson.
Exactly. Of course, you and Lonnie. The Q&A with the chaperones and the parents and the youth leaders, and I know they always look forward to that, to getting some wisdom from you guys.
Well, mostly wisdom from Lonnie, and I grab a hold of his coattails and ride until there's a break, and then I might, throw a few things in. But Lonnie just brings such good wisdom, understanding not only in the counseling world, but in the religious standpoint or spiritual standpoint. He brings just such good stuff. So if you ever need somebody to come and help you at your church understand things like that, Lonnie is great. Of course, we try to do some things with that, but a lot of the information that I ever relate to people probably has come from Lonnie in a lot of different ways.
We share a lot of his stuff on the podcast too. We try to give him credit.
So surrounding yourself with good people, that's the message of the day, I think, with this.
That is the key.
Yeah,
that is the key. And so taught the classes. You had your Q&A, and it was like y'all didn't rotate. Like y'all had
we stayed in there the entire
parents
time
for a long period of time, and to have information that people are willing to sit in that long is pretty impressive.
Like 2 hours maybe.
And
I don't
kids
know.
rotated through our classes. I taught on look up and see the things that Jesus loves, and so that was a blast. And then we went out to eat with the Swindles. Had some fajitas, which were amazing, and then I bit into a pepper.
Yes, you did.
Which I thought was a sweet pepper for some dumb reason.
It was a jalapeno.
And it lit me on fire.
Yes, it was good.
I didn't quite tear up, but I was close.
But I didn't eat it like you did. I cut it into pieces and threw it into my...
I just bit off the end of that thing, and it was like, I immediately regret this decision.
There you go. Yeah, so that was great. Yeah, getting to spend a little bit of time with them. They're doing the work out here. He's preaching at the congregation where this is being hosted this year, and so Reed's a good friend, good guy. Thankful to be able to spend some time with him. And then we went, blazed over to the hotel, got changed into our SWAT stuff, and right back over to the church building.
Yeah, and Lonnie, those of you who know Lonnie Jones knows he's he can
Gotta
deliver
bring
the
the
good
thunder
news,
again.
man. And he did it. And right after that, Skits with the Truth jumps on stage and we perform. And,
And
like I
here
said,
we are, tired.
very tired. Now, what's really cool is I was able to bring out some Magic Mind with me.
You did.
And I did.
And I forgot mine. Sorry, man.
You know, it is a long day. And what's really cool is I hit that thing late in the day. You know, back home, I'm like 10, 11 a.m. And when we're going late, man, I hit that stuff. It is tremendous because it's time to be tired. And guess what I am? I'm tired.
Yeah.
And that's really cool because
they're not hanging on for too long.
Yeah, I don't feel jittery. I don't feel like just out of control. But man, the performing with SWAT, like I felt a good energy, good level energy.
Yeah, you grabbed that thing. I saw you pull it out of the bag. We were getting ready to go do SWAT. Yeah, well, we still had a little bit of time in between, but when you pulled it out, I was a little jealous. I saw him pull it out, and I was like, man, I don't have that. So I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, so driving out, I drank it before my turn on driving. No problem. Didn't get groggy, didn't get sleepy, right on home through. Yesterday, when Ben and Travis with Fun Sing with Ben and Travis, drank it later in the evening than I usually do, powered on through. And then tonight, right before SWAT, I got that thing and felt good.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, and here we are at 11:30. I'm tired. Awesome. I'm ready to go to sleep. So, man, it's just the perfect thing. And so we just encourage you.
Magical.
Almost magical. Encourage you to go to magicmind.com/BAT20. And if it's your first subscription, you can get up to 48%. It's very easy to unsubscribe. I think you can do it even via text message. So, man, go check it out. Do us a favor.
Yeah.
Check it out. Let them know that we sent you. Like I said, it works so awesome. And so, Ben, themagicmind.com/BAT20. Question of the day is, what's been, I feel like I should say, what's been your favorite part of picking those books up? Because I feel like
that's what
your favorite part of the weekend is going to be picking the book up, right? But like maybe a comment, what you've heard feedback-wise on that. And of course, you can get that at benandtravis.com. Yeah. We're still taking orders up. And maybe, just maybe, there's some information on there about the next possible edition. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, well, I think it really is. The getting the books was awesome. I mean, it was just like that. It was really almost better than anything on Christmas Day as far as me opening a present, opening that. Because we've been doing that since this time last year. We've been like anticipating. We've been getting a picture or two at a time from Jacob, and reading a little bit. I mean, we wrote it, and then we would tweak it, and then we would try to fix it. And it's been a long year. Yeah. Like I've just been like, we gotta get this thing done. So it was awesome to open it, but it was even more cool to, we talk about it, and people hear us talk about it. And then when they opened it and started going,
immediate reaction.
Wow, these pictures are phenomenal. And then having people come back to us. Well, I might steal yours if I say too much more.
You're fine. You're good.
But people coming back and just saying, like, this is really awesome, or I heard somebody talking about this and I need to get it. And so that sort of thing was really cool for me, just because I guess I've always loved comics. I've always, I talked about that on Friday Refresh a little bit. I've always loved comic books. I've always loved cartoons. And here we are, a cartoon. And it's just kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, I'm just glad that on the back of the book, it looks as though I grew into my ears.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
No, that's funny.
And I had really beautiful teeth, according to Rick. Rick was like, your teeth are beautiful in the book. And I don't know if that meant my teeth aren't really that great in real life. So I'm just gonna we're just gonna go with I've got really beautiful teeth in the book.
We're gonna take it at that. But yeah, Ben, I think you mentioned and no, you didn't steal it because it's ours together. Somebody did come up and they were like, man, I'm hearing great things about the book. And I'm like, really? Because it's been out for 2 days, which just tells you the quality of the art, the quality of the story that was written. And these are things that are real, that we've experienced at some level. Of course, most of us have had some dealing with worry or anxiousness or anxiety. And man, we've just had a tremendous, encouraging weekend. It always is. But, there's always a little tinge of, man, I hope this is as good as we want it to be. And man, so far, we've just had some great experiences, great encouragement. Man, the body of believers, just, they know how to encourage you. They know how to say the right thing. From fun scene with Ben, man, the crowd was
They were
fired
awesome.
up. We get out here and these folks are fired up to be here, and they sing the songs, and they do all the goofiness.
Gatlinburg's got a lot, or
Yeah.
Pigeon Forge has got a lot to live up to.
Yeah,
They're
and
gonna have to.
Bryce
bring it.
does his magic, and the videos are phenomenal. They're off the chain quality. He makes us look good. Once again, we surround ourselves with people that make us do good, and man, they're superheroes.
There's
for that.
probably a deep spiritual message in that too, because
Yes.
I mean, not just we're talking about things that are kind of I don't know, they're surface things. I mean, we're glad that our comic book or our kids book looks good. We're glad that our videos are funny and that they look good. But there's a bigger picture to surround yourself with good people.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's been a thing for me. I'm thankful that I have the circle that I have. We oftentimes just in talking and passing talk about who our mighty men are, like David had of his. Like who are those guys that hold you up? Who are those guys that encourage you? And one of the reasons I love this trip, probably the reason I love this trip, is because I get to be hanging out on a van ride all the way here, all over the weekend, or all through the weekend, and then all the way back home. I get to hang out with some of my best friends, and best friends who hold me up, who not just make me look good. That's not the purpose, but they make me better. They make me a better person. So
And
find
even if it's
people to be
parking,
surrounded
they help
with.
you be better.
Yeah,
if you don't park it right, they'll let you know.
You can't have ego around us.
No.
I mean that
No,
we're
ego's
going
out
to
the
make
window.
sure that doesn't happen. But they make us better people.
Any whiff of ego is like blood in the water for a shark. So
If you don't have those people in your life, I want to encourage
balance you out, man.
Yeah,
You
find
have
those people. You can probably find them
Balance
at a
you
church
out.
near you somewhere. So,
But yeah, thanks to Larry Davenport. Thanks
Yeah,
to the sound guys.
absolutely.
Man, there's so many people that make
Yeah.
this thing work, and they just shove a microphone at us, and we get to go up there and have fun. And
awesome.
it's an adventure every time we go up there, and so we're happy to have you along. Whether that you listen to our podcast, we've had people. Man, I listen to every podcast y'all put out, and that's a little intimidating too,
a little bit.
but also encouraging. We watch every video that comes. Oh, I remember this video. I go to tell people about this or that. Oh, I know. I love it. I don't miss one. From the videos, and it's kind of funny because you have people from YouTube and you have people who from Facebook and this, and they don't know about this thing and they don't know about that thing, and you're like, man, we're always telling people about us, and I feel like they get tired of hearing it, and it's like, no, we love all the stuff you're doing, and so
Makes us
just
feel good.
tremendous amount of encouragement, and we thank you. And there's several ways that you can hang out and join the Ben and Travis universe. From the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Ben and Travis. We're on Instagram, YouTube. You can go ahead and order your copy of The Adventures of Ben and Travis and the Worry Coaster at benandtravis.com. And like I said, there may be some information about a possible another book coming out. But be sure to check that out. You can get all of our podcasts there, all the stuff, benandtravis.com. And, if you're just like, I can't get enough Ben and Travis, or they're doing some good things, let me support them. There's also patreon.com/Ben and Travis. We don't mention it much because we don't want to ask too much. But those folks, they get a crack at everything first.
Yeah.
They get a crack at some things that nobody else sees. So
Yeah.
if you're interested, check it out. If not, we covet your prayers. As we crank out more content, first of all, we want to honor the Lord in everything that we do and encourage the brethren. And so thank you. I guess that's the main theme is this whole thing is thank you for being you.
Because you're also our team that holds us up.
Absolutely. So
thanks.
God bless you. We'll talk at you again soon. Hey parents and young adventurers, are you ready to embark on an extraordinary journey? Introducing The Adventures of Ben and Travis and the Worry Coaster, a thrilling ride through the ups and downs of mental health in our new children's book. Join our dynamic duo as they navigate the twists and turns of their emotions while discovering the courage to conquer their worries. Pre-order your ticket to adventure now at benandtravis.com/books and be among the first to embark on this roller coaster of resilience. Let's turn worry into wonder and empower kids to embrace their feelings with bravery and hope. Buckle up. It's going to be an unforgettable ride.
Thanks for being with us for this episode of the Helping Healing Humor podcast. Be sure to download our free ebook, 28 Days of Focused Living, at benandtravis.com and receive all of our Helping Healing and Humor extra content directly in your inbox. We look forward to having you join us at the same Ben and Travis time, same Ben and Travis channel.